Hi survivors, it's me Purpose reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well because what's going on in this world is not. Now this Texas city strictly limits water consumption as thousands across the state face water shortages due to this excessive heat. And this is why it's important for us to store water, run your bathtubs full of water, keep water in your bathtubs these days, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. Clean out that bathtub after you use it and fill it up with water. Because, man, they got agendas out here. And they setting us up real bad. Allegedly. But that's what's really going on. Y'all better have some containers of water. Y'all better have some water stored. I'm telling y'all, it's getting thick and serious out here. It says small Texas city, and then it's hot on top of that. So they hit the grid, and then they restrict people from water. What you think gonna happen? A small Texas city west of Austin remains under tight water restrictions amid a significant drought after days of being at the highest emergency level for water conservation. Officials said Monday that those restrictions have only slightly been loosened, limiting water consumption to indoor use only until further notice. The city's of Blanco's most recent water conservation problem has been ongoing since at least mid-June, when the mayor issued an update saying that the city's water supply is vulnerable. Blanco's water plant was not working at the time, officials said, but even if it were, a local river was too low for us to take water out of it. These people really get on my nerves. The city water provider, the Texas Water Company, draws drinking water from the Canyon Lake Reservoir. You better be careful with that, too. Allegedly. But that's what's really going on. Canyon Lake has been seeing declining water levels for months. As of Tuesday, it's just under 73% full, according to a map from the Texas Water Development Board, with its reservoir storage having dropped more than 23,300 acre feet over the past 6 months. Canyon Lake is dropping and the long pipeline is fragile. The mayor's office said last month, we must find a better sustainable source of water. That situation came to a head on Friday when officials said that the water company experienced a pipe break. The company had already been barely able to keep up with the area's demand, officials said, and the break was enough for their delivery of water to the city of Blanco to stop altogether. Good Jesus. Without water pumped in, the supply in our holding tank began to rapidly decline. Were this not quickly resolved, we would be on track for our city water system to run completely dry by midday tomorrow. Could y'all imagine that? That's what I'm saying, man. Blanco Mayor Mike Arnold said the event spurred officials to implement Stage 6 water restrictions, the highest emergency level, and prompted all industrial and recreational water use to end for the time being as the water company worked to repair the pipe. By Saturday morning, all of the city tanks were full and the supplier once again started to provide some water, but out of an abundance of caution, the city maintained the restrictions. The city held on to its highest level restriction until Monday, when officials said that they have moved from Stage 6 to Stage 5, banning resident water consumption outside of indoor use as well as landscape irrigation until further notice. Folks, this drought has hit everyone hard. The river and lakes levels are very low. Our recent rains barely made an impact, officials said. While it is a hardship, please stop all outdoor water use. We are all in this together, and if we do this, we should be able to make it through this temporary situation without having to resort to more drastic measures. Every single person in Blanco County, which the U.S. Census Bureau says an estimated population of 12,418 is affected by drought. According to the National Integrated Drought Information System, Blanco City has an estimated population of 1,883 according to the Census Bureau. The government monitoring service says 60% of the county is in extreme drought, meaning major crop and pasture losses are possible along with the widespread water shortages, while the rest of the country is in severe drought, meaning crop and pasture losses are likely with water shortages becoming more common. Essentially, all of Central Texas and most of the state is in some kind of condition. Oh, Lord, help us, Jesus. But it goes on and on, y'all. You know, the moral of the story right now is to stay prepared, stay with a lot of water as much as you can. I know water is not easy to store in regards to how heavy it is, and you know, and make sure you know water sources around you. Fill up your containers full of water. Every container in my house, empty bottles, all that, I fill it up with water. I don't care about what people think and say if they come to my house and they see all these bottles around with water. I don't care. I got 40 barrel gallons. Have filled with water. Also, like, old milk jugs. I clean them out thoroughly, fill them with water. The tub nowadays in my house stay full of water. After we use the tub and clean our bodies, we clean that tub out really well, and we keep it full of water. I know water sources around me. I have a little water lakes on my property, but that really don't mean nothing because these lakes are drying up. And if you could tap into, and make a well in your yard, you better try to be looking into that. I'm telling y'all, it's getting serious and severe out here, man. These people, this is bad. It's hot as hell. Then they talking about the grid about to go down. Then they limiting and restricting people water. What in the hell is going on out here? I hope y'all taking this stuff really, really seriously. I'm telling you, because it's going to be a minute, man. All hell about to break loose out here. I'm trying to tell y'all what's going on. I feel it already in my spirit. They already trying to set it up to be that way. Look at this. It's record-breaking heat. They talking about the main U.S. grid affecting the East Coast. The eastern states are going to get hit. I told y'all they usher in stuff up there in them eastern cities. And before you know, it's happening everywhere in America. Then it's no water. Sound like a setup to me. Allegedly. But that's what's really going on. These people think we some idiots, man. I gotta laugh to keep from crying. I know I kind of get off the subject, y'all. Bear with me just a minute. I'm having a moment. Can y'all imagine not having no water and the grid is down? One thing about all this, it should wake people up to realize we can't depend on these evil, statistic, satanic, demonic people. These people supposed to be leaders. Look what all this stuff they doing. Y'all don't think that plan to pop is in effect. Oh, good luck with that. Y'all stay ready, man. I'm telling you. Please follow me on Patreon for real, raw, uncut, unfiltered content. Please support the allegedly and the good luck with that t-shirts. All the proceeds go back into the channel. And if you're looking for land in Buckeye areas, have some for sale and lease in Texas. I don't know who this person is. If you're trying to get to a Buckeye area during these times, you have access. If you're in Texas, go to purposand.com. You can find your survivalism gear on purposand.com as well. I tell y'all all the time, you ain't got to get it from me. Make sure y'all getting that stuff these days and times. Some water purification tablets and a whole lot of stuff that'll be useful for you. And if you have any questions about any of the properties or anything, you go to purposand@gmail.com. And as always, watch this world, watch the weather, smell your water, stack your water, boil and purify your water before you use it, and keep surviving. purposand.com.